Welcome to the Cookie Effect Podcast. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's Sunday Funday. Hope you guys are having a great day. And as you know, I promised you guys every Sunday we're going to be having a good time with Bkchat London. Okay? Bkchat London, amazing, controversial web series in the UK, and it's amazing. So guys, it's time to review episode 2 of season 4 of Bkchat London. Let's take a look. Okay guys, now we're back. Bkchat episode 2, okay? OMG guys. Trust me, when I was watching this, I was just like, oh my God, I was not expecting there to be just one OG. Okay, shout out to Lucas. We have OG Lucas on this episode, and I was super excited because Lucas is. Let me tell you something about Lucas. Okay, you would love to hate Lucas. At first, season 1 and 2, I wasn't really feeling Lucas. I felt like he was just such a arrogant and just a cold, type pretty boy type, person. And, now on this season, I like me a little Lucas. He looks good. He looks like he's matured. And I love the way that Lucas took charge of the room when he spoke. Everybody listen, child. And, he spoke a lot of sense. And I like that the fact that this season, Lucas seems to be a little bit non-biased, okay? He wasn't just all for the men or all for the women. He really did speak sense. So I was excited to see one OG on this episode. Also, we had Jay on this episode, the 19-year-old. What's up, Jay? And we had Lucas, we had Costello, we had Lonnie, we had Nila Rose, we had who else? Yasmin. I didn't talk about Yasmin my last review because I forgot her name. But Yasmin. So pretty much we had mostly people from the previous episode, which is last week. And we had like a girl named Sylvia or something like that. But let's get into the mess. Let's get into the question of the day of this episode, and then we can continue to talk. Let's get into the mess. Let's get into the question of the day of this episode, and then we can continue to talk about Bkchat London.
If you don't have money, true or false, and why? True. If you don't have money, don't be in a relationship. No, I'm not finished. Relationships cost money. So therefore, why are you shaking your head? Because it does.
But that's trash.
No, what do you mean?
Why is that
You're actually capping right now. When you're in a relationship, you have to think, are you financially stable to support yourself and to be supporting someone else?
Okay, guys, welcome back. All right, so you heard the question, right? A relationship should not be on your mind if you do not have money. So therefore, if you're broke, should you be thinking of a relationship? True or false? All right, guys, make sure you subscribe down below. Don't forget to do that. And like this video if you enjoy it, and leave your comments down below. Do you think if you are broke, a relationship should not be on your mind? That's the topic for this week's Bkchat London. All right. Now, the girls, they did make a lot of sense. As soon as this question was read, all the girls, I think, but maybe 2, Catherine and Nila Rose, I believe all the other girls kind of sort of insinuated that, no, you should not date. You should not be thinking of having a girlfriend or being in a relationship if you're broke. I mean, completely. So Nila Rose and Catherine were more on the side of, if you're broke, it doesn't mean you cannot be in a relationship. Relationships are more of something that's from the heart. It's not about what you have or things like that. It's about connection and love. And the boys, the boys, maybe aside from Lucas, I believe Lucas was non-biased a little bit. But the boys, majority of the boys, Costello, Jay, DC, they were on the side of, well, how dare you kind of think, why should you women just think that money is what makes relationship? Why would you just say I'm only gonna date a guy with money? And the guys, it's funny, the guys really felt offended by the girls saying they wouldn't date men who were broke. And a lot of the guys were really bothered by that. And I wonder why they were bothered by that. Maybe there's an ounce of truth in it, or maybe they're broke. And so it was a little personal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's check out some of their, what they had to say. Let's hear their views and opinions. And then we're going to come back and dissect it all. All right, guys? Yeah.
Are we talking about love? You understand? I don't care. I have coins, and I won't date a broke guy, period. Unless it's a special occasion, that's when I will pay for it. Judge me, I don't care. That is my life.
That's your business. But a relationship is not about dates. The question was about money and dates. What the fuck, dates? Clearly all you do is date then.
You can judge me. It's absolutely fine. Listen, if I ain't got money in my account, I have no reason to be dating myself. So don't get it twisted. I'm not just applying this to men. Women as well. If you ain't got nothing in your pocket, don't be going anywhere, because the least you should be doing is having money to pay for your Uber there and back. Do you understand? Always have that covered, honey. Because these guys out here, you never know.
A relationship, yeah, basically what?
Nina was definitely talking.
Yeah, I was definitely talking. Like, I got cut off. It's okay if your morals are that you need a man to have money to take you out. I'm saying, me personally, independent over here, I have my own shit. And if I know I've been broke and I've had someone still love on me and still take me out, still be with me, whether I have money or not. So to say that, they need to have money, otherwise you're not to be with them. We need to realize a relationship.
Well, if two guys are broke.
No, a relationship is no. Oh yeah, two broke people.
Wait, if two broke people are together, that's big.
Oh my God, we're back. Oh my God, did you guys hear that? Did you hear Yasmin say she's never ever bought a guy a gift or paid for anything unless it was a special occasion, like his birthday or something? Girl, get out of here. Like, come on now. Like, women, some of us take this too far. I mean, men have feelings too. They deserve to be taken care of just as much as we do. I mean, a relationship is not just one person giving. I mean, come on. Ladies, we need to get out of this mindset, because it's affecting the way men see us, and it's affecting the way men treat us. It's affecting the way men treat us, okay? So let's try to get out of this, ideology of, excuse me. Let's try and get out of this ideology of, it's what you can do for me, all right? It's what you can do for me that matters the most. It doesn't. It's not that. So I was a little disappointed that Yasmin said that. But at the end of the day, like Lucas said, she probably feels this way because of her experiences with men. Maybe perhaps if she's had bad experiences in the past with men, and now she's at that point where she's deciding, you know what, I am not going to tolerate that. I am not going to put up with that. And so I understand where that's coming from. But at the same time, though, I feel like you cannot, certain things you just cannot, you have to try as well. If you're looking for love and really genuinely wanting your relationship to work, regardless of what you felt in the past, you have to put your best foot forward. You have to try, because it would be unfair and you wouldn't be giving your new relationship the chance that it needs. Lonnie, oh my goodness, girlfriend, I like her. I like Lonnie, but girl, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. I feel like Lonnie, the girl in the pink with the crown, I wasn't sure about her outfit. It was a little distracting, but you know what? If she loves it, I love it too, okay? She was very loud, and you could tell like she's young, but she seems like she's been through a lot of heartache in relationships, because when she speaks about men, she's so passionate, and she comes across a little bit angry, so I can't blame her, because you guys out here, you know what I mean? It's hard out here. The struggle is real out here. Okay, so I get it. I get the passion. I get why she's feeling the way she does and why she comes off like that. But she is quite loud, though. She is quite loud, and she was making sense. She was talking some sense when you kind of, ignore the noise coming out of her mouth and, piece everything together. She was making sense. And she did say, we'll go into the clip. You guys will check it out. But she did say, she said to the young girls out there, she feels as though, guys know how to finesse girls. And that's a fact. A guy can tell you what you want to hear. A guy can make you feel like you're the queen of the world and they really want you, and all they want is your cookie jar. You know what I mean? All they want are your cookies. And at the end of the day, what Lonnie was trying to say was, for the young girls out there who, you date a guy and you do everything for them. You clean for them, you cook for them, they tell you to take a loan out, you take a loan out. They tell you to put something down in your name for them, you do that. You get yourself in debt because you're in love. You do this and you do that. And Lonnie's trying to say, when women fall in love, we are stupid. We do act stupid. And I don't care what any girl says. I don't care what any girl says. If you deny this, you're a liar. When we as women fall in love, we do go cuckoo crazy for a little bit. We're also in love. We're just thinking about them all the time, and it makes us do crazy things, okay? That's a fact. And it does affect our judgment sometimes. And I feel like a lot of guys take advantage of that, and that's where Lonnie was coming from. Let's go back and check out some more of the craziness that is Bkchat London.
Listen, I want to send a message out to the young girls, because if there are any young girls watching this, too many young girls want to ride for niggas and cook for niggas, and it doesn't matter if they don't have money. And then you find out that he's taking your bank card and bought shit on it, or he's taken How many men? Wait. How many men take finances on their girls? Oh, babe, I want to get a car, but I haven't got, because I'm on the roads. I don't have credit.
You're not from ends then?
Guys, do that.
So when you think of Drake or the money that they have and the money we have, they would look at us and think, oh, you don't have money. You never need more money. You need to adjust your lifestyle to fit the money you have. Being in a relationship is not. No. If you're thinking that, because the girl I want to date is Lani or
What am I like?
No.
What does that mean? No, you mess up.
That they like a certain lifestyle. I personally don't really, not like I don't like going on dates, but I would much prefer to stay at home and chill. That's just me. I
don't understand. So when I speak, I'm trash, but when she speaks,
no.
Wait, I don't understand.
It's just a difference.
Jasmine, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you belong to the streets.
Finesse.
Jay, oh my God. You guys, listen to this.
Belong to the streets. That's just it.
You wanting a relationship or be.
To break it to you, but you belong to the streets. That's just it.
Jay said, Jasmine, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you belong to the streets. I cannot with Bkchat. Oh my God. He said, you belong to the streets. Now listen, the first episode last week, I don't know. I was a little, I wasn't sure about Jay. Okay. I wasn't sure about Jay. He did say some outlandish stuff, but I swear to God, he is so cute and he is so funny. He's got the best one-liners, and I think he is a great new asset to the cast of Bkchat London. You must keep Jay, because that little boy, he said, Jasmine, you from the streets. Jasmine, girlfriend, I love your hair, but you need to smack the ish out of that little boy. He shouldn't have said that. That was rude, Jay. That was rude, but it was funny as oh my God, you were for the streets. Nah, come on. That was rude. That was disrespectful. You know, Jay, you got to tone it down a little bit. I feel like I understand where the guys are coming from and the girls are coming from. Catherine, she did make a point. She said, you know, at the end of the day, love and being in a relationship, you know, it doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship because you don't have a lot of money. What is broke? What level is broke? Because so many different people are broke. Like, you could be rich and be broke tomorrow or the next month. Like, and then get back to being rich again. You know what I mean? People go up and down, you know? So when you say broke, do you mean someone who hasn't got a job? You know, do you mean somebody who, you know, there's different levels to broke, I feel. So I feel like at the end of the day, it's a matter of, you know, love with a splash of other things. But we'll talk about my opinion later, okay? Let's go back and check out what Lucas had to say. Now, Lucas is the OG. He's been there from the first series, from day one of Bkchat London, and I'm rooting for Lucas. I love Lucas. I love the OGs, and I'm taking to some of the newbies. Costello, I don't like your mouth. I don't like the fact that you look like a really grown man, but the things that come out your mouth, sir, can be raw and trashy, really. I mean, there's certain ways you could talk and not be so vulgar. Okay, they deem you as a pretty boy, not to me, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're not for me, you're probably for somebody else, and that's fine. But I feel like, you know, when you are talking about sex and things like that, you're kind of vulgar and raw. And you say things like, if I give her the D-I-C-K and, you know, the P-U-S-S-Y, and it's like vulgar. You don't need to say that. You can speak properly and address certain female body parts in the right terminology. You feel me? I don't know. I can't. I'm put off by him a little bit. All right, now let's hear what Lucas has to say.
I can only speak for myself being a man. Any man that decides to get into any relationship and you ain't got your shit sorted out, it will cost you. Simple as. It will cost you.
If you can't stabilize yourself, why the hell are you thinking about a relationship anyway? I'm not finished. You need to first,
put their head down.
You need to first be able to stabilize yourself. You need to think that, okay, am I stable? Can I afford my rent? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I expense on myself? Can I do expenses on myself and still be okay?
It's about trust as well.
It is about trust, but at the same time, I can't get into a relationship and then I'm not financially stable. It doesn't make no sense.
Can a woman be broke and try and look for a relationship?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make no sense.
Men tend to date either they're equal and below, and women tend to date they're equal or above. That's just how it works.
I'm not saying it's correct. I'm not saying that, oh, it's okay.
But the same girl that will complain.
I'm not saying it's correct. I'm saying it's possible.
She's saying it might be the reality, but she's not saying that it's supposed to be like that.
You said, like, you're not going to date no broke guy. You said you're not going to date no broke guy. Okay, that's fine then. Now, let me ask you something, yeah? What exactly are you lot bringing, yeah? Because I know it ain't just pussy. I need to know what exactly is that bringing.
I got money. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What are you lot contributing to the thing, exactly?
I got money. That is an insult, first of all. That is an insult. You know when people say, what do you bring to the table? Sweetie, I am the table. Women are the table. That's the point. The generation we live in is fucked. Because back in the day, men used to court women. Men used to chase for women and prove themselves to women. But now we have to prove ourselves to men. It's bullshit. Everyone needs to correct the way they think, especially you, Castillo. No, I'm not proving myself to no one. I'm the table. I'm the table. What are you bringing to my table? I'm the prize, not you, sweetie.
I'm living a hot girl life, so I don't want no relationship, to be honest. I'm a hot girl living my life.
Wait, hold on. She's got money. Where's your shoes from, bruv?
These shoes are from House of CB.
They're trash shoes, bro.
But that's where they're from.
Baby shoes, bruv.
But I was wearing what I saw last week, so what are you on about? Your shoes are Nike. My shoes are £120. How much are your trainers? My shoes are 120. How much are your trainers?
You're $2 bro.
You're Nike.
$2 bro. These are pound pink. Pound pink for the camera, bro. Are you dumb?
This Lani girl is cap.
Hey guys, welcome back. Did you hear what Lucas had to say? Oh my goodness, I loved what Lucas had to say. Like he said, you know, in a relationship, you have to think. If you are honestly trying to get into a serious relationship, you know, marriage, wife, kids, and all that good stuff, you cannot be naive to think if you do not have any money, it's going to work. It's not going to work. And that's what Lucas was saying, that although, yeah, love and everything has to do with it, but at the same time, it's important that you can provide. You know, if you're a man, you can provide. And I know sometimes it is a double standard when it comes to this situation, because sometimes it seems as though men with money and power date just regular women, you know, and they necessarily don't have to work or do anything. But then women tend to date up and men date down. I think Lonnie said that. And she made a really good point. I'll play the video clip. But yeah, so Lucas was kind of saying, you have to be mature. You have to understand that, you know, money is needed. When your wife, if you can't provide, trust me, she ain't sticking around. What's love got to do with it? I agree with Lucas. You know, it's bigger than just love. It's, you know, and I also believe, I also agree with Catherine, and I also agree with Sylvia, who said, you really should not be thinking of a relationship if you're broke. Because I don't see how there's one thing being in a relationship and one thing just having an F buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm broke, the only thing that's going to be on my mind would be how I'm going to be unbroke. How I'm going to pay my bills. I don't have time to think of socializing, let alone being in a relationship and taking somebody else's burden on top of my own burden that I cannot handle. Okay, so I get it. And I feel that, yes, I agree with the females. It's kind of stupid to kind of, you know, be thinking of a relationship when your pockets are thin. Who's going to pay for the dates? Who's going to pay for, you know, you guys going out to date? Because you have to date before you actually get serious. So what you going to do? You know, that kid, DC, he was talking, but I don't know. Let's go back to some clips and we'll come back for my final take on the situation.
So I have to go back to this point, sorry, yeah? You said she's stupid, and this is what I was getting at.
Though.
She's far from.
Why?
She loves differently. She's maternal. Women love very differently, yeah? And that's what probably has shaped how harsh she sees mandem now. Because maybe at the beginning of her process, she was that willy-nilly, I love you, babes. Yes, everything potential, but the guy now fucked her over. What do you think? The next brother, she's gonna do the same thing. Then you're an absolute dickhead. So we live in a society where you've seen mums go for it, aunties go for it, girls are actually going for it. And they're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. City girls. But the flip side to it is, if you do city girls, they're city boys. The guys that, and hold on. I'm gonna drop the mic. Two seconds. Apart from, it's not about the guys all the way, hold on. The guys that you're doing city girls to and all of that, in the end, you still want to settle down with that one guy.
Are they alright?
So if
if I fuck you, I want to settle with you.
Hold on.
So if I fuck you, I want to settle with you.
Where are we going with this? Do you not want to settle down? As you're fucking, do you not want to settle down? Do you not want to settle down?
Personally, I don't want to settle down in it. I'm enjoying myself.
The long-term goal is for all of you, I would assume, would plan to settle down, ideally.
You want to settle down?
All of you want to be single for life.
I don't want any marriage, nothing.
For the vast majority, you would want to settle down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So my point is, when you're doing city girl, city girl, city girl, and the boys are doing city boys, we're all being damaged here. And eventually you're still going to want to settle down with one of us. Like, we're both damaged here. So now I'm meant to be the leader. This is how I see things. I don't know how everybody else does, but I'm meant to be this leader. I'm meant to be this man. You have an expectation of me, but I'm damaged from what you're damaged by. We're all fucked up. And then how do we now coexist and bring children into this society? When your pocket is large, set the rules. Because if they want to be doing fans and saying, I want a nigga that got money, I want a nigga that this, you want a nigga that. Okay, fine. To me too, I want a bitch that. I want a bitch that this. How about that?
I've dated guys that literally don't have anything, as in they can't even pay their phone bill. But money we shouldn't think about before going into a relationship. Understand, you shouldn't think about relationship if you haven't healed. If you're not healed, you should be going into a relationship somewhat told. Sis, you should be single. I hope.
Marks and Spencer's Waitrose pussy, bruv. But I think they got that little pussy. I think they got that petrol station sandwich pussy, bruv.
What do you mean? Why am I not genuine? I'm not genuine.
Oh my goodness, did you guys catch that? My girl Lonnie, oh my goodness, child, please. Would you tattoo your partner's name on your vajayjay? Comment down below if you would tattoo your partner's name on your vajayjay. Oh my God, Lonnie, oh my goodness. So the cast members found out that Lonnie has a tattoo of her ex on her vajayjay. Come on now, girls. We need to cut this out. That's ridiculous. You cannot blame that on love. Because she's trying to say, oh, you know, because women do crazy things when they're in love. We don't think straight. No, boo-boo. You did that. You made your own decision. God damn. No, hell no. Hell no. You tattooing somebody's name, a man's name on your vagina. Are you kidding me? Nah, girl, that was dumb. But everybody's allowed to make dumb decisions when they're younger. We were all young once and we all have done crazy things. So I'm not going to give her too much of a hard time because she has to live with that right now. She has to live with that until she makes enough money to get rid of it. Can you imagine the new guys or guys that she's dating or sleeping with? Can you imagine when they're getting busy and how it's going to make... Maybe that's why guys are treating her the way they do or talking about her the way they are because they've lost respect for her. Because I can see how a lot of guys would be put off with knowing the fact that you are that crazy enough to tattoo then a man's name on your private parts. That is, girls, never do that. It's not a good idea. It's bad. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing normal about it. No, 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 no. So yeah, the guys are more than in the right mindset. They're in the rights to be irked by that. Like, that shit is wild. Neela Rose and Catherine and Sylvia, they seem to come across as the girls that are kind of like, you know, your regular girls that, you know, are non-biased and kind of think, you know, they're not so materialistic and stuff like that. Yasmin and Lonnie and Yasmin and Lonnie seem to come across as girls that, you know, they know what they want, you know, and, you know, they love a man with money and money rules their world pretty much. And that's it. So, you know, and that's fine. There are girls like that. Women, we come in all shapes, all sizes. We have different wants and needs and things that make us happy. Me personally, to answer this question, I feel like a bit of both. When I was younger, I didn't think about money and things like that. A man had to have this or that. I just wanted a cute boy. Okay, when you're young and you're dating, you're in your teens and 20s, you just want a pretty boy, and you know, that's just it. But you know, as I've grown up and I am at this stage in my life, in my 40s, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am not dating anyone that is not able to take care of themselves, okay? I'm not dating anyone that's not able to take care of themselves because guess what? I have 3 kids to take care of on my own, and so I am not going to have to take care of a grown-ass man. So that decision is just not going to happen. You know, when you're a parent, you have to analyze. You can't just go into relationships for love. No, that shit don't count. Not in this day and age. Maybe back then. Nowadays, no. Young girls listening, no. Think before you do these things, okay? Think before you get yourselves in situations. Date people that, you know, that are on your level. You know what I'm saying? You cannot expect for the guy to always be the one paying and all this stuff. But if he is successful and he has money, that doesn't mean that sometimes you don't spoil him as well. So all in all, I just feel like, relationships should begin with obviously attraction, and then, falling in love, and then building from there. I feel like if two people are broke, they still can have a decent relationship. It just depends how close they are, how connected they are, how in sync they are, and how determined they are. Because you can be two broke people and determined as hell, and you go out there and you guys make it. You know what I mean? That's possible. So for me, I feel like it's way better to aim to get somebody who is not lazy, who matches your drive and has the same fighter instinct as you and determination. Because then with prayer and togetherness and teamwork and love, you guys can achieve anything you want to achieve. So yes, it's a bit of both, a bit of love and a bit of, check your levels. If you're a guy that works at McDonald's only making average wage, why would you think to date these Instagram models who are, some of them are so materialistic, they're so demanding, they want this, you gotta do this, you gotta buy them Prada, Gucci, Chanel, you gotta do this, you gotta be wearing the fanciest, driving the fanciest cars, you gotta, all that flexing. How are you gonna cope with a girl like that? You're gonna get yourself broke, bro. You're gonna get yourself broke trying to aim for what you can't reach. No, aim your level and build to that level. You know what I mean? People stop freaking aiming for things that are so out of your reach. Stop aiming for people that are completely out of your comfort zone, or your tax bracket, or your mindset, or just you gotta, you can't. I don't believe so. So yeah, guys, I enjoyed episode 2 of Bkchat London. If you want to catch it, go and follow them. Subscribe to their channel. It's on Trend Central. Subscribe to Trend Central on YouTube and watch Bkchat UK. It comes on every week. I believe it's Wednesdays. And yeah, so my thoughts though, just a little of my, thoughts on the show. I really, really love the show. And I just want to say, it did make me feel uncomfortable listening to you guys yelling and really speaking vulgar. I understand that it's a free platform to speak your mind and speak, and be raw and honest and candid. But at the same time, you guys have such a platform that a lot of young people pay attention to. And I just hope and I wish that you guys would consider maybe toning down the vulgarity of your words. Like, you can say vagina, you don't gotta say Pussy. You can say penis, you don't gotta say, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds, it's too distracting, it's too vulgar. And at the end of the day, you can get your point across without being so vulgar. It doesn't look good. I felt like Lonnie had a lot of good points to make, but because she was so vulgar, I just, it put me off her a little bit. And Costello, I swear he made some valid points too, but he's also vulgar, and it puts me off his looks, and it puts me off him. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys would consider toning it down a little bit, having just a little bit of sensitivity with the language and things, because our young ones are watching. Most of us have kids. Most of us have teenage cousins and nieces and nephews. Most of us, you know what I mean? Our kids are already teenagers, like me. You know what I'm saying? So please, I love the show and I want it to keep doing well. But let's tone down the vulgarity, but still be yourselves, okay? All right, shout out to Lucas. You held down the show. I want to see more of the OGs on the next episode, please. And yeah, the newbies are doing great. I hope you guys enjoyed my take on Bkchat London episode 2, okay? I'll be back here next week with the review of episode 3. Please follow me on IG is Cookie Effect Podcast. All right, guys? And if you want to hit me up for anything else, email me is cookieeffect1@gmail.com. Catch my podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Anchor. Wonderful week ahead, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Go and follow Bkchat UK on Twitter and follow Cookie Effect Podcast also on Twitter. All right, guys, that's it from me. I'm your girl, Cookie, Miss Capricorn, Miss Tell It Like It Is. Cookie Crew, peace.